is now recording.
Oh, Lord.
Here we are.
You feel that, Brother Andrew?
I feel it, Brother Tim.
Somebody give it to me.
I'll give it to you.
Give me a hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I said I want a hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
That's right. It's time for the Inside BJJ Revival. Woo! Somebody give me an armbar. Somebody give me an omoplata.
Omoplata.
Somebody give me an inside heel hook. I need a sub lock. Somebody call Prolio because I need a steamer. Let's go.
I'm in.
Woo!
I feel like, does everyone feel that? You've been saved.
Let's go. That's right. You feel that?
I feel it. I like this music.
Woo! It's time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Inside BJJ Revival. What's going on? That was fun. I'm out of breath.
We have both witnessed.
Yeah. We have witnessed indeed. What's going on, man?
Not too much.
Great to be back home.
We missed you.
I missed being here, but I had a great time. We'll catch up on all
Sounds
that.
like it, looked like it, at Inside BJJ on Instagram.
Yeah, it was pretty rad.
You're still uploading rad pictures.
Yeah, I'm trying to not bust the whole wad at once.
Mm.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just
I definitely
just
know what you mean.
shave a little salami off.
I'm losing the reference, but yeah.
Just hold it up. Nibble, nibble.
Okay, I'm back
You
in.
know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Back in.
I'm
Lost
in.
you. Now I'm back in. I was in at Nibble. You got me. Yeah, thank you for tuning in.
You want to tell the congregation what you were up to?
375. Yeah, so man, first off, I'm out of it. I've been up since about 4 a.m.
You've been a little loosey-goosey even through class today.
Yeah, yes. Just been running hardcore, man. We had competition class at 5 a.m.
Rough.
which we've been doing on Wednesdays.
Savages.
And last night was 10 round Tuesday. So the timing of 10 round Tuesday and 5 a.m. Wednesday is kind of rough, but you know, we got some guys trying to do some things, and you got to put in some extra effort when you're trying to make some extraordinary things happen.
An extra effort means 5 a.m, says John.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
He likes 4:30, but yeah.
Well, today, that's what that means. So I got to bed kind of late. I slept well, but the night before that, I guess Sunday night, I took a red eye back home. So I left Las Vegas at 11.
Red eyes are awful.
Flew to Washington, D.C., fastest way I could get back home, and then took a flight back to Nashville. So
you were flying from D.C. when my friend was flying to D.C. on Sunday.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. So I got in, fucking Monday morning, had to go to work. Got in at 9 a.m. It's like working, taught my noon class.
You work from home, let's be clear.
Taught my noon class, and then went back, taught my night classes. Just went to bed Monday night out of it, dude.
And then up at 4:30 for comp.
Well, I slept, and then the next day I got up at 4:30. So anyway, a little bit spacey, but dude, I had a great time. One of those, I don't know. Tell me if you do this thing where whenever like a trip is coming up, do you ever do this thing where you don't want to go? You kind of dread having to pack and leave everything behind. You have all these things on your plate, all these things you're worried about, all these things you're trying to accomplish.
Worried about all the plate spinning back home, and also like the triviality of like, I gotta get this fucking bag done. I gotta get all this done, all that.
Yeah. Like what's going to happen? I got to get all the classes covered. Who's going to get groceries on Sunday?
Yeah. I would love to.
So many things.
I would love to yes and you right now, but no, I actually don't get that.
So anyway, I get that.
Okay.
Usually it's kind of like this. If shit's going to go sideways at the gym, it's going to go sideways when I'm out of town.
Most likely, yeah.
It's very rare that somebody.
If I have anything to do with it, yeah.
Yeah, and it's rare that somebody pulls some shit when I'm here.
Correct.
Once in a while.
Yeah.
Not very often.
I exclusively choose to do stupid things when you're not here.
Of course, I get it.
Yeah.
I did the same thing.
Wrist lock, white belts.
Yes,
all that kind of stuff.
Of course. So I had that kind of going, and I just got a lot going on right now. So, like, man, I'm going to be going out there. Brandon had hit me up earlier in the week and said, hey, why don't you come out to the PGF qualifiers? We're going to be running them on Brandon McCaffrey. We're going to be running them on Friday night, Vegas. You can come out, do the play-by-play with me for the qualifiers. We'll shoot some content. We'll hang out at the castle.
Mm-hmm.
We will have a good time. We're going to be working, but having a good time working together. And then we'll go on Sunday to the UFC Apex for the Fight Pass Invitational,
which looked great.
Outstanding. And, then you can head back home. And I was like, man, I don't think I can do it. It's short notice. And I don't know, man. Brandon just got this way. For me, and I probably more than just me, but for me, Brandon can kind of give me medicine that I won't take from very many other people.
Mm.
And he's so sweet with his little southern drawl and his little smile. He just looks like a little fucking sea lion. He got some whiskers out.
Yeah.
So he says something. He goes like, "Take your medicine." You're like, "Oh, you're right." So anyway, it's like, you should come. What are you doing? Basically, you want to be part of it. You got to come be part of it. So I'm like, yeah, okay. This guy's asking me to come be part of it. So why wouldn't I go be part of it?
Huge deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal. So I made up my mind. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go. Well, while that's happening, I'm having this ridiculous pain, like severe pain in my back.
You've been talking about it a long time here.
Yeah, like really, really bugging me in a big way. And it was the kind of pain that was started slow and gradually ramped up over time. Okay. Until it got to a point that I couldn't ignore it. And it started impeding just my normal day-to-day life.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, hey, I noticed, like, dude, I'm having trouble putting my pants on. I can't lift my leg off the ground. Like, my back hurts so bad that I can't activate those muscles. Like,
it had stopped you rolling several times.
Oh yeah. And for me, like, if I'm not training, like if I'm not doing any training, then I got to be really, really busted up. Because I'm old and it hurts, but I'm still addicted to it.
Yeah.
And I still want to roll. I don't want to leave any rolls on the table. I'm going to eat all that up. I'm going to get it all in.
Yeah, dude. You're dressing out for PE every day.
Every fucking day. Every day that I can do it, I'm doing it. So I wasn't able to roll. I was having a lot of pain. I'm like, dude, I don't know what's going on. It's kind of freaking me out. So the Sunday previous, I decided after, we came down, I opened up for open mat, didn't roll. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to go to the urgent care. I go to the urgent care. They make me pee in a cup. I love the thing where you pee in the cup and then there's a little like panel and you slide it open and you put the cup in there and you close it.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as you do it, it's like there's somebody on the other side with their ear just waiting on that little slot. And there's like, oh, there's piss in there. And they ding, 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 boom. Some fucking dude's like, bam, bam.
Some like giant rat just takes it.
What do you think the first thing he does? He opens it up and smells it.
That's what I would do.
Takes a taste. He dips his pinky in it. No, that's not a kidney stone.
So your pee's not supposed to look like chunky soup.
Yeah. So they're like, well, we don't see evidence. We're not sure what's happening. Why don't we get you a CT scan tomorrow? Can't get it today, but we can book it tomorrow. It's on a Sunday.
I have had a CT and I've had, what is the other one? CAT scan?
That is a CAT scan.
Oh, they're the same thing?
Yeah.
That's the one where they inject you with that weird thing, that weird fluid that makes you feel like you piss yourself?
Well, sometimes they do that.
That's what made me feel
like. Well, sometimes they inject you with that. Sometimes they don't. Yeah. I didn't do the injection one.
Okay.
They only do that when they're trying to see like where things are going or
that
what
makes
things
sense.
are.
They did it for me for my appendix. That's why.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I went in, had a CT scan, and got the results the next day. And they're like, oh, you have a very small kidney stone. And
it fucking feel small.
It's Mr. Freeman, it's very, very small. It's nothing to worry about.
Fucking accident.
Very small. I'm like, dude, if I'm not going to class and I'm like, can't put my pants on, what is a big kidney stone then? Like, what does that feel like? So I'm kind of freaked out because I'm like, how am I going to get on this airplane?
Yeah.
And fly to Las Vegas and do all this stuff with all these people and do a halfway decent job?
Yeah, that's a 4.5, 5 hour flight.
Yeah.
Direct. Yeah.
Yeah.
From us anyway.
And deal with these kidney stones.
Mm-hmm.
So I just decided, you know what, man? I could do it. I could just do it. I'm just gonna nut up and do it.
Send
Like,
it.
I know I can do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it like that, but I could do it. All right. So here's what I did. I was like, here's what I'm gonna do. I got the airlines to give me a better seat. All right. And then I boarded early. Right. So I just told them, like, hey, I'm dealing with a kidney stone. It's really uncomfortable. Can I pre-board when people pre-board? They're like, yeah, you can pre-board. Now, I got so many dirty looks from people.
Welcome.
Oh my God, man. They're like, oh, if you need extra time, if you're disabled. This one lady said disabled. And
So,
I just went, and people looked at me. And then this one lady.
So yeah, because you're the in-shape black belt guy that walks into a fucking line when it says disabled.
So when I was flying home from Vegas in the same plane with me, on the line, they line up number 1, phase 1 or stage 1, stage 2, whatever the fuck they call it, group 1, group 2, line up in the line. Everyone lines up like like sheep to a slaughter.
And let's be clear, there's group 1 and then there's the peasants.
Yeah, and I'm like, my group is like group 5, so I'm like, dude, I'm never getting in that plane.
Yeah,
you
got bumped
way back. So I just went up like, hey, I'm dealing with this. And lady's like, she goes, you have kidney stones? Like, she kind of looked at me like, what? And then she goes, well, you could board with the disabled people. That's what she said to me. And I said, okay, thanks. So I walked off, and then I look over at the line, and it's, God.
For reference, I'm imagining a line of disabled people.
It's got this jiu-jitsu dude. Dude, I can't remember his name. He fought for Henzo. He's a MMA fighter and jiu-jitsu dude. He's really well known. I don't know. I'm so tired I cannot remember this guy's name. He has a brother also who trains. That's
helpful. Is it Nate Diaz? You talking about?
No, he trains with Henzo in New York City. Damn, I'm gonna see if I could find his. He was one of the judges at the Fight Pass Invitational. So anyway, I can't remember the dude's name. Doesn't matter. I just look over and see him in line. And I'm like, oh man, this guy's going to see me going with all the disabled people. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm going, So I went.
Like Brandon, did you like a Make-A-Wish or something?
Yeah. So, I mean, that worked out okay. Like that made it more tolerable. And by Sunday, the pain had dissipated. Whatever was going on, it stopped. And then I started thinking, what if it's my bed? Like, what if I haven't been on that bed for a few days? And
what if it's not the kidney stone they definitely found?
Right. What if it's something else? So, but anyway, yeah, man. So I flew out there. As soon as I land, I hit up Brandon, and he goes, hey, you're staying with me tonight. That's what it was. You're staying with me tonight. I got your room for tomorrow. You're going to share a room with Plaster. That's Michael Plaster. Michael Plaster is a genius. He's a G, dude. He's the best. He does all the video. He's like the Meadow top dog video guy. He does all the 10th Planet stuff for Eddie. He's just a professional, thoughtful, super articulate. He has an artistic voice. He can bring that out of you, which is a lot of people can't do.
It's definitely necessary with content creation.
Yeah, so he does an awesome job. So I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to get to stay with Plaster. Like, that's awesome. So I get out there, I hit up the Uber. Las Vegas Uber situation is bananas,
not great.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
The easiest one.
It's like the southern border. Like, just there's so many fucking people. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. So I finally got a ride from a dude who completely did not follow he was like an Uber guy who said he never goes to the airport to pick up, but he had a drop off. And he was like, I just thought maybe I'll just take one who's going out in the direction I'm going. He's like, and it happened to be you. But he did not do like what they're supposed to do. He just pulled into some spot and put his flashers on. He's like, hey, I'm over there. So I just went over there and got in, give him the address. So I text Brandon, hey, I'm on my way. And he goes, hey, if you haven't eaten, like, grab some food before you come over. Because they'd probably already eaten, perhaps. And if you want something to drink or whatever. And then he goes, can you get me 2 Diet Mountain Dews? This guy's addicted to Mountain Dew. Diet Mountain Dew.
Brandon is?
Yes.
Huge reveal.
This explains a lot about him. I think he's a reptilian.
You think?
Yeah, that's why he has to have
Well, when he was on the pod,
deer.
he was talking about adrenochrome, so it lines up.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. So I asked the Uber dude, hey man, can we make a stop? We make a stop. And he's looking at the address. He's like, this is a very nice neighborhood. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, actually. I don't know. I actually legitimately don't really know what I'm getting into, where I'm going exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, this is a really nice neighborhood, man. So we get up to this part and there's a code. And he's like, there's a code. I'm like, oh, I got the code. Just like punch it in. He pulls up and he goes, I have something to tell you, Mr. Freeman. He calls me Mr. Freeman. He goes, your friend is very wealthy. I go, okay.
This is part of Henderson. Very, very exclusive.
Like, you say this to everybody? You trying to get a tip?
Say this to all the girls?
He goes, I go, okay. All right. And he goes, and I bet you're loaded too. And I just erupted in laughter because I'm like, dude.
You're absolutely right. Hope you enjoy your $7 tip.
Yeah, right. You think I'd be taking your filthy Uber if I was loaded?
It wasn't even listed. You're just doing wild shit in the parking lot.
Right. So he pulls up to this, beautiful mansion that is sitting on the water in Las Vegas on this lake. And next to the mansion is this castle. Right. Gorgeous. Okay. I don't know how to get in this place because it's like got cool mansion wall blocking. There's just like, I don't know. I'm like standing outside thinking at any moment, the private security is going to come through here and be like, hey, shake me down. Like, what are you doing? Yeah. What are you doing? What's going on?
What's a castle? I'd assume you need a siege tower.
Yeah. Right. So I text Brandon, hey, I'm out front. And then I see Plaster comes out. He's the first guy I see. I'm like, it just said it right. It did, man. I'm like, I'm with my homies. Now I no longer had the feeling of I don't want to go. Then I had the feeling of, like my friends are here. Forgot how fucking cool it is to hang out with all these guys. So I go in, I get to meet everybody. Of course, this is Zoltan's house. He's the lead guitarist in Five Finger Death Punch, obviously, right? He's big deal.
Founding member too, I believe.
Founding member. And I butchered his last name.
Bathory.
Yeah, I called him Batari.
Oh, dude.
I'm just dumb, dude. I actually didn't hear him when he said it, and I asked him, like, how do you pronounce it again? And he told me, but I thought he said battery, like the way my Oklahoma grandparent would say battery. He would say battery. That's how he said it.
Okay.
And then I thought, no, my ears made that up.
Yeah, it's a wild thing to say that he mispronounced his last name.
Yeah, right.
It's a weird thing to claim.
So then I'm like, I don't know. I for the second time, I'm like, I don't think I know what his last name is.
Did you have that thing where you're like, I'm not asking him again?
Yes.
There's no way I'm asking him again.
I'm such a jackass here, sitting here trying to talk. So anyway, I blew that 6 ways to Sunday, but that's my style anyway. So everyone was there. Brandon McCaffrey's there. Michael Plaster, Zoltan Bathory,
there you go.
Keelan, lawyer, not a lawyer in real life, but what a great last name.
That is a great last name.
If my last name was lawyer, I would let people think that I was a lawyer. I would write Tim, lawyer.
I would do what I could to just pass the bar and then be able to legally say my name is Keelan, lawyer, Esquire.
What if that?
That'd be sick.
What if your last name was Esquire?
Esquire.
Your parents give you a middle name of lawyer. Timothy Lawyer, Esquire.
Andrew, lawyer, Esquire, Esquire.
That'd be great.
Dr. Andrew.
No, the point is you never become a legal guy. You just let people think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What's your name? You write it down. Keelan, lawyer. It's like, anyway, he was there. Isaac.
That was real fucking stupid, by the way.
Isaac, the wandering grappler. Welcome back, folks. Nothing's changed since we left. It's Isaac, the wandering grappler, was there. He's a real cool dude. He's part of the crew.
I've seen him on Instagram.
Yeah. Spent the night in my house about a year and a half ago when we first moved out here and Brandon came up.
Nice.
Him and Keelan.
The house y'all had in Brentwood?
The one in Franklin.
Franklin.
First one, yeah. Yeah. That's when we got to talking. And what we did is we stayed up late and we talked, and I was in my own home, and I'm so full of shit, dude. And I just told every stupid bullshit story I knew and just made them all laugh.
Mhm.
And then they're like, okay, yeah, we can hang out with this guy. He's all right. You know?
Mhm. You guys didn't have like a pillow fight or something like that?
No.
Girl Scout cookies.
We did have a group cry. We held hands
That's
and
nice.
cried. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. We did that. And then we took Midol, went to sleep.
You're saying we took MDMA and it got weird.
So everybody was there. Heather Gracie is Zoltan.
Zoltan's missus, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Zoltan Bathory.
You're nailing
missus. It. Yes. And I had never met Heather Gracie before. I've heard of Heather Gracie. I've seen Heather Gracie. Never met her. So that was pretty cool. I'm so dumb. I didn't know they were a couple.
Until you told me, I wasn't aware of that either. But then again, like
dude, I'm out of the loop on some stuff.
I've never met either of them, and I figured it'd be weird if you knew.
I'm really heads down.
Yeah.
Like I've been really focused on what we're doing in Nashville, and I'm like, where's his family? Like, I don't know what I'm thinking. I thought in my head his family was next door in the castle. And I'm like, this guy's never going to go home. Like, he's going to be here the whole time. They're like, hey, look, dude, like, there's nobody in the castle, you jackass. Like, there's no family. There's nothing going on over there. They are the family. And I was like,
that's mine too.
That explains it. That's why everyone's here. So stupid, man. Anyway,
I don't know if you know this, but my band is wicked popular.
Yeah, right. That too. So we got to hang out. We had a great time. Go back, stay the night at Brandon's. Brandon had one bed. I took the other bed. Plaster had the couch. And then I felt bad. I'm like, I should let Plaster sleep in the bed and I'll take the couch the next night. Because we ended up staying there one more night. But then I said, I am dealing with these kidney stones, but that's real. I'm being real with you. And I did come from a further distance. We got that. Okay. And I am older than both of the gentlemen in the room. So there's that. And I know Brandon's been doing karate and martial arts for a long time, but jiu-jitsu, I think I might have started before him. I started in 2005. I think I might have just edged him on that. Maybe. I got to find out. So all I'm saying is I kind of felt like
you're pulling age, rank, disability, and seniority.
It wasn't my room. I didn't pay for it. But
but Daddy gets a bed, just it is what it is.
As far as I know, neither did Brandon. Okay. So yeah, I had a great time. I did feel a little bit guilty, but seriously, I was seriously afraid that my back, I didn't know what was really going on. I thought, man, if I sleep on that couch, I might wake up all jacked up or something. I don't know.
Well, it might have stabbed you in Vegas,
Yeah, that's true. So next day we get up, have some Italian food. That was dope. This little Italian deli. That was actually good. And then we head to the castle and they take me on a little tour. I actually get to see the castle. So this dude has a castle. Zoltan Bathory has a castle. And they're going to do the draft for the PGF season 6 from the castle. So they're going to have all the coaches, Eddie Bravo, Higgin Machado. Let me do that again. Higgin. Isn't that Magna PI's guy?
Higgin Battery.
Magna PI, Higgin, John Ritter, and Eric Estrada. Okay, no, they're going to have Eddie Bravo, Higgin Machado, Hadra Gracie, and Andre Galval.
Insane.
I know. It's insane that they're all going to be in the same room. They're going to do the draft and kind of have
competing against each other.
To compete against each other, yeah. They're going to have like PGF dollars to spend. Each guy is going to have an X amount of dollars and they have to bid on the athletes. And then,
Also, if you guys listening want a visual of this, the PGF has put out, I believe, a concept image of what it's going to look like. And it is John Wick as hell.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It is. It's a pgf.world. And here's another useful thing. Go to Brandon McCaffrey's YouTube page, or you could check out PGF .world, and they have their PGF's YouTube page, not the website, but their YouTube page. Also, they have a bunch of videos explaining like exactly how everything works, and it's very, very clear. It's super simple. In 30 seconds, you totally understand the idea. This is what's so great about this idea, to be honest with you, because there's a lot of tournaments out there, dude. What's so great about it is in 30 seconds, you understand 100% what's happening and you're on board and it sounds exciting. There's nothing where you go, that's lame. I wish they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Every part of it is cool.
Yeah.
So we hung out, we did a bunch of stuff. And then Friday night, we go over to 10th Planet, Las Vegas. Got to meet up with my mentor, Casey Halstead, which was outstanding.
Coach Casey.
I'm always happy to see him. And got to say what's up to Andy Varela. He's competing in PGF Season 6, 10th Planet Las Vegas. By the way, he has a humongous, crazy good kids program. No gi.
Casey does?
No. Well, it's Casey's gym, but it's Andy's kind of running the kids program.
Good for him.
Pretty cool. So we did the qualifiers on Friday night at the gym.
Great.
Did the play-by-play, had a great time. Really, really exciting matches. Man, some really good jiu-jitsu is out there. And some surprises. Jamie Carnell, which, what a last name.
Yeah.
Like,
he's got some knowledge.
What if his name was Jamie Carnell Knowledge?
That would be so good.
Esquire. That would be just as good as Keelan Lawyer Esquire.
Carnell Knowledge Esquire.
What if Jamie Carnell Knowledge had to pay Keenan Lawyer Esquire to represent him
for some less than I won't go there. Never mind.
Anyway, we're so
talking shit at this point.
We're just, you could tell he's crazy. Crazy people aren't afraid of anybody. Right. So we did the qualifiers. Jamie Carnell looked great.
Yeah, he did.
He really looked good, man.
He did really well.
Mike John won. Mike John is a stud, dude.
Beast.
He is so freaking good. And my students at 10th Planet Stockton love that dude. He did a seminar out there for him.
That's right.
And they're like, man, he was so good. He was so awesome. And I hit Mike John up today. I'm like, I was trying to get him to come on tonight. He had it was late notice. I'm like, hey man, shoot me your number. He shoots me a 209 number. I forgot he's a 209 guy.
Fuck yeah.
So I'm like, oh dude, I love it. I love it so much. Yes. I tell you, people like it when they see your 209 number. They're
dude,
like,
I'll try to get when we do get him on, I'm gonna try to get a really good Nashville versus Stockton going.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope. So
like that.
So we did the qualifiers, had a great time. Afterwards, we got some food. Saturday morning, we get up. We head over to the PGF headquarters, which is the mansion next door to the castle. So there's a castle that belongs to Zoltan. Okay, that's his castle. He's having it built. It's almost done. He wants to live next door to his castle because he wants to watch it being built. Well, it's being built, but somebody's occupying the mansion there. So and Brandon told the story on the podcast. He just keeps going over there and basically buys the guy out. Just names a price. The guy's like, okay, buys him out, moves into the house next door. The house next door is PGF headquarters. So this is where all the business, everything goes down there. So all of the meetings, everything that was happening there, which was really cool. So on Saturday, we pick up Benetti. We go to the castle. Then we go back to get some food. Guess where we went shopping? For Benetti. Because he had to get something to eat.
Shopping for Benetti.
For groceries.
Is it somewhere I'd know, or is it some wild carnivore place out in Vegas?
Nah, it's easy. It's low-hanging fruit. Where are you going to?
Walmart.
No, you think Benetti's going to go to Walmart?
For ground beef?
There's a little too much toxicity in Walmart beef. I have no idea, folks. It's a joke. I'm just...
Allegedly, but I agree. They probably have a strong legal team.
We went to Whole Foods.
That was my next guess.
Which is hilarious because I can't speak for Benetti. I would bet he's not a big Whole Foods guy. I would bet that he's past Whole Foods. Whole Foods doesn't bang hard enough for Benetti.
Probably not.
Benetti's 17 levels higher than Whole Foods. He's on he's 10th Planet Nutrition, dude. You know what I'm saying? He's not fucking around. And so we had to get something for him. This guy's got to eat, you know. So we go to Whole Foods, get some burger. Yeah, he loves burger, dude. He eats a lot of burger.
That's good stuff.
And dude, I can't help myself. I literally could not help myself. I couldn't shut up. I couldn't stop talking. I was so fascinated by everyone around me. I kept asking them questions. They probably thought I was a child.
What's your favorite color?
I was just like, Benetti, is it cool if I talk to you? I got a bunch of questions, man. I'm just fascinated with people. I like to hear what they think.
Especially, guys like that are all fucking interesting.
Yeah, figure out how they tick. But to see Benetti at Whole Foods, you're like, yeah, you look like a Whole Foods kind of guy. Like he's got the Whole Foods look. You know what I mean?
180 on what you just said.
Yeah, but he's not.
But he's not.
He's like the kind of guy that would be like, actually, let me tell you the truth about the Whole Foods nutritional complex that's running the world. Yeah, no, he so we went there, came back, did some interviews, had a good time. We mostly worked on content on Saturday. Saturday night, we did an interview in the castle.
Mm-hmm.
So I sat down with Brandon McCaffrin, with Zoltan, myself, obviously, and Benetti. We just kind of did a 4-person interview, just shot the questions back and forth, mostly freestyled it. Keelan, who's, by the way, dude, Keelan is like such a great producer. He really is, dude.
Yeah, he's a stud.
He's really good. I was really impressed with his just like heads down, dude. Like never seemed like I never saw him sweat. He seemed like he had everything under control.
I'd like to be half as good as I know that guy to be.
You know, I was impressed. Like I could tell that he's done this a bunch of times now.
Mm-hmm.
Like the reps are in, you know, because I know from my own standpoint how ridiculous it is to set this stuff up. And this is a small operation, but to take this on the road is a hassle. Real easy to get disorganized and mess shit up and lose things and not have stuff worked out. Nah, man,
look how much he's put into him and Brandon have put into Brandon's social media. It's great.
It's amazing.
It's like the model.
It's amazing what he's done.
Yeah.
It's outstanding. I was really, really happy to be around such a creative group of people. I felt like I could be that with them, you know, and it feels good because they're like, hey, we have you out here for a reason. You know, you're a jabroni and you're a moron. Yeah, we get it. You're a 209 knucklehead.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got it.
Fully agree.
War Diaz, right? We got that. We got all that. We know all that. We know that. But on top of that, you got like a little bit going for you. You know what I mean? You're the only one that's not afraid to make an ass out of yourself in front of the camera while you're talking. So we'll throw you out there. But it was good to sit down with them and just talk and observe. And that went well. So we go back to our hotel. Brandon's like, hey, I'm going to take you to the room I got for you guys. I'm not going to say where it is. In the future, I'm going to reveal where this is. But for right now, I'm not going to reveal it. And the line is long, dude. There's like a lot of fucking people trying to.
This is after you guys have been filming all day?
Yes. And all night.
What time are you getting there?
It's 1:30 in the morning.
And the line's long?
The line is so long, it's going to be well over an hour to check into this place. Okay.
Is this place on the strip?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Wow. 1 o'clock. All right.
1 o'clock in the morning. Okay. It's so long that Brandon goes inside to do the check-in. And I appreciate him getting in the room. I really do. It's great. He comes back out to the car. He's like, forget it. It's too long. I'm not waiting in that line.
Negative.
It's like, you're staying with me tonight. And it was
checking up with daddy.
You kind of tell he's like, I don't really mind, but I kind of would like you to stay at your place, which I get it, dude. He's got a lot on his plate. He's got a lot going on. And on Sunday night, he's doing play-by-play for the UFC Invitational. He had to work all day Saturday for the UFC doing stuff.
Yeah.
So
now he's got YouTube Jackalos coming over to play Truth or Dare and Fight.
Right, exactly. Hey, Brandon, what would you rather be, a robot or an alien?
There you go.
You know what I mean?
I'd kill you.
All night long. So we're like, okay, this is not, we get it. But we go back. He's like, you guys got to stay with me again. And I'm like, do I give Plaster the couch or do I give him the bed? I'm like, no.
I was going to say,
I get the bed.
I bet I know what you did.
Yeah, right. So we do that. Had a good time. Get up on what day are we on now? We're on Sunday morning. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Sunday morning. No. That's we stayed the night at the hotel and hold on. That was Saturday. Saturday we check into the hotel. Sorry. I was telling you Friday night. Get my days mixed up. I stayed the night at Brandon's Thursday and Friday night. That's what it was. On Saturday, we check into our spot, Plaster and I. And we get in late and we get up early and we get out. We go straight to 10th Planet Las Vegas open mat, take a bunch of more footage. There's like 62,000 people at open mat there. It's wild. There's like literally no space to do anything. I picked up a couple interviews from there. I'll pop them in at the end of this podcast so you could hear them. I just randomly was hitting people up on the side of the mats. I have no idea who any of these people were. I just was like, hey man, let's talk. I got a fucking recorder.
What's your favorite color?
Hey dude, do you like BJJ too? And so we did that. That was fun. And then Eddie calls Plaster and he's like, I just got into town.
The Eddie,
Edgy Bra. And he's like, let's go eat. And so Plaster's like, hey, Eddie just got in. Do you want to go eat? And I'm like, yeah, I'm hungry.
And Eddie's the shit.
It's like, well, where are we going? He's like, Eddie wants to go, I think BJ's. And I'm like, oh, dude, that's not really. Ben Eddie's not going to like that.
Can you call Eddie back and say
call Eddie
don't
back
like that?
and tell him that Ben Eddie doesn't want to eat at BJ's, please? That obviously I'm just making shit up, but so we go to BJ's, get to hang out, have lunch with Eddie and Brandon and everybody and the whole crew, had a good time. And then we go to Fight Pass and I had a media credential to get in, so that was pretty cool. So I got to go to the Apex, right? UFC Apex.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they sell tickets to these. They must not sell very many tickets. There's not very many seating opportunities there. Like it's very small. And so they have one area that's like press row there. And it's decent. You get these little desks. So I got my little media pass and went in and did the thing, man. Met some people, watched the fights, had a great time. Made some contacts, got to reconnect with some people. Got to talk to Dean Lister. I haven't talked to him in a long time.
Really? Oh, you didn't
that
tell
was
me
cool.
That. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'd love to meet that guy.
Asked him about the fire at Victory MMA. I'm like, dude, what happened?
Yeah.
He's like, you want to know a story? He's like, they banged on the door and I was like changing. And it's like, I contemplated, should I just run out there naked? I didn't know how serious it was. And he's like, but I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't because like the TV cameras were right there. But if anyone would run out naked, it would be Dean Lister, Got to talk to Scotty from On the Mat. This is the guy who started I think with his partner, Ed, they started the Chipsa clinic. I think that's how you say it.
I think so.
In Tijuana, right? Where they do stem cell and cancer therapy and all kinds of stuff down there. So that was cool to talk to those guys, like just to see some folks I hadn't seen in a while. I felt good being the jiu-jitsu scene out there. That was pretty fun. So I had a really good trip, man. I was really stoked. I'm really excited for PGF season 6. Yeah. I think it's gonna be. I am not optimistic about anything, to be honest. It's very rare. Most of the time, I'm expecting lightning to come out of the sky and strike me in the head or mess up. And I've just built that into my plans now. Like, 2 steps forward, 1 step back all the time, right? But this I'm actually kind of optimistic about. I think the time is right. I think the players are right. I think the jiu-jitsu culture is right. I think way, way more people are into jiu-jitsu than what we realize. I think that we think we've quantified it. And the way we're quantifying it is by looking at the big schools. Look at, they got 800 over there, and this guy's got a big old school. Look at all those people. But that's not all the people. All the people are in the long tail. It's all the schools in all these podunk towns all over the U.S. now. There's people doing jiu-jitsu. There's schools everywhere. And when you add all those places up, man, that's a lot of reach. That's a lot of people involved. And all those people need gis. They want, rash guards. They want flip-flops. They want Gordon Ryan DVDs. They want Fight Pass. They want content. They want entertainment. They want podcasts. They want it all.
Yeah.
They want all of it. And they're not going to be satisfied until they get it.
I think the PGF can bring it.
I think they can too.
I think because you were mentioning the rule set earlier, again, pgf.world, you can look at that. It's easily explainable to somebody who doesn't even grapple, in my opinion.
Right.
You explain those rules and have somebody watch it that's not familiar, hadn't been in a gym before, and be like, oh, I could follow that, So I think PGF is going to be bringing it to a whole group of people that might get involved because of that.
Yeah. Right.
Not to mention how big, like you said, how big it is now.
I think it's 3 to 5 times bigger than what I thought it was.
Really?
Yeah, and I know that it's grown a lot. I know that. And there was a time when I had my finger on the pulse of it, like a lot tighter, I felt like. But I think it's bigger than what I was estimating.
It's good.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
It's great for us.
It's a great time to have the Inside BJJ revival going. That's for sure. Yeah. Heck yeah. I'm really excited, dude. I wanted to get in and just put something down here to capture. I had a great trip. I wish I could, over the next couple weeks, I'll add more detail, but I wanted to get something out there just to put the word out, man. PGF is, you better pay attention to the PGF. Yeah. They're going to do some good stuff.
Check out their Instagram. They're still listing fighters.
Yeah.
They're still not done yet, man. They're still adding some banging names.
Yeah, man. I know some. I got the list.
Oh, dude.
I have the list.
That's it.
I know who's on the list.
That's cool.
It's yeah, boy. It's pretty.
I can't wait.
Pretty powerful stuff.
It already is. I can't imagine.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be wildly entertaining. I can't wait to go back out there, man. I can't wait to be part of it. Yeah, so I'm glad to be home, dude. I'm sorry I'm so tired, kind of a little bit spaced out, but anyway, nice job. What are we gonna do? What do you think we should do?
I did prep a Reddit bang.
Oh, let's do it. Right. Let's go.
Go ahead and share my screen for you right fast. This one's very serious.
Okay.
From Kung Fu.
Oh, from the Kung Fu boards.
r/Kung Fu.
Okay.
Probably.
Let's hear it.
Probably the most important one I've seen.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
Board.
Let's go.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Do you see what I see? Yes, I do. Kung Fu Panda 4.
Will Poe die in Kung Fu Panda 4? Any theory, guys?
Oh, wow. This is on the Kung Fu board.
Very serious.
Holy cow. Is this guy trolling or is he serious?
There's 0 comments. I'm sorry, 0 upvotes. And the 1 comment is r/Kung Fu Cinema. So somebody's like, not the right sub, fucko. We're very serious.
That is a very funny question to put on the Kung Fu message board. Will Poe die in Kung Fu Panda 4? ... Any theory, guys? That's good bait. That's good troll bait. I think that's
genuine. I'm sure it is, but I hope it's genuine.
That is beautiful bait that was cast in a shallow pond that they're not going to catch. Probably
nobody bid on it either.
Well, we bid on it. That was great. That was a good one.
This one is from Aikido.
Yeah, we're taking the martial arts carousel. I like that. That is beautiful.
Ever since you introduced me to, because I've been aware of the jiu-jitsu Reddit for a long time, but you said, yeah, I'll go on Aikido and talk shit. I'm like, there's an Aikido one? So I looked up everything.
I have been venturing out of the jiu-jitsu neighborhood on Reddit and just
I find
that 80% of everything on Reddit is basically the same person.
It's got to be.
It's just like some of the stupidest stuff of all time.
God, especially in the jiu-jitsu one. It's one dude changing his age and weight and belt.
Oh, wow. Can I read this one?
I would love you to.
Oh, my God. Moving large, heavy things. Here's the tag. Discussion. Serious, guys.
Serious, guys.
Is it weird to credit Aikido for being able to safely move a treadmill from my bedroom down the steps of my deck and up into my shed all by myself? Question mark. This is the most ridiculous, humble brag I have read in a long time.
I thought you'd like this one.
While I was working the treadmill down the steps, I became very aware of my center and how I was using that to keep my balance and support the weight of the machine. I don't think I could have done that 5 years ago before I started Aikido. Is that nuts or logical? Have any of you had moments like that? Wow. Dude, that person is the perfect martial arts student right there.
What do you mean by that?
They're so disillusioned that they're crediting their martial art for helping them move a treadmill. And they're not saying the martial art got me in shape, made me strong. They're saying it made me very aware of my center.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean?
I use the treadmill's momentum against it.
What does it mean? I am aware of my center. You can locate your belly button. So can I. I could do it with my fucking eyes closed.
I could do that fucking.
I could do it with one hand tied behind my back.
Move a treadmill or look at your center.
Touch my belly button.
Oh.
Touch my center. Touch my center and find out, Vato.
Negative. I'm not doing any of that.
It's like, what is this person doing? Okay, so I want to read the comments.
I have a comment.
I know.
I found for you.
Somebody's going to one-up her. I'm telling you, someone's going to one-up it. Let's see.
It would be the top comment right here.
Okay, hold on. I got to drink a cup of coffee. I am a sound engineer.
You're going to love this.
And I use Aikido embodied know-how to move heavy equipment every time. These fucksticks think they're power lifters now. Now they're levitating objects. I also use Aikido-informed approaches to mix the sound of bands. I am Aikido-informed. Hey, listen, I got to warn you, be careful. I am Aikido-informed. It's just not the fighting. It shows up in all areas of my life.
Correct.
Oh, my God. Elements must be unified, occupying the same sonic space without fighting against each other. Oh, my God.
This dude's the Bruce Lee of sound engineering.
Finally, I use Aikido to deal calmly with occasional stressed performers or their managers, so that generally whatever potential conflicts could arise are dealt with long before they happen. This fucking guy's
can
so
see
good.
The future.
Aikido is the single most useful skill I have ever learned. Not reading, not writing, not arithmetic,
or sound engineering.
And nearly all the ways I use it every day look nothing like a fight, because Aikido's not fighting.
Correct.
Duh. And sound engineers, not fighting. Moving the treadmill is not fighting.
Here's the cherry on top.
A skinny guy like me being able to move heavy stuff with ease is just one of many bonus features. Wow.
Like that?
I do. This is a crazy, dude. I get saying, like, you know, because I train, my balance was better and I almost tripped and fell. But even then, when you see people trip outside of the gym, they post their hands. They hardly ever break fall or do a forward roll. They're like, because we learn things so contextual.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah, I could break fall like a G when you're doing judo throws on me.
Yeah. And by the way, if I hip into you and I get Kazushin, then you're going, you're going, and you're prepped to break fall because of this environment you're in. If like my friend was here this weekend and we were drinking a little bit, I walked into his hotel and I almost ate shit tripping over a wet floor.
Right.
I train almost every day and I still went, oh shit.
Post it out.
Exactly.
Because you're not in charge of that.
Was not
your reptile brain
fall there.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Okay, what else we got? That was good.
I wish I knew Aikido.
I wish I knew. I wish I knew.
Learned to tap the hard way. I titled this one Promoted to White Belt.
Oh, wow. I almost read that as Learn to Tap That the Hard Way.
That'd have been a better title.
Can I read it?
You want to do this one?
Why don't you do it?
My friends and I have been interesting in jiu-jitsu for a couple of months now.
Wait. I love those subtleties in language when somebody like they don't pick up there's a difference between the word interesting and interested.
Right.
Yeah,
Me too.
they just put it like, yeah, let's put it out.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Learn to tap the hard way. I was like, this is probably like I was guessing. I'll go by title when I'm looking for ones to bring on the pod.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, learn to tap the hard way. It's probably another story about like I got an elbow popped or I was resisting too much, and then I read the first sentence and I'm like, I'm in.
Right.
My friends and I have been interesting in jiu-jitsu for a couple of months now. So trying chokes out on each other is a thing we've been doing. At school, a friend came up behind me and put me in a rear naked choke. I didn't really feel like it was locked properly, having no frame of reference.
Locked properly. Yeah. According to my man sense, I feel like I'm either going to see red or tell you about my mentality. I don't think that's locked properly.
I've seen a lot of UFC fights.
Yeah.
And this choke is dog shit, so I'm going to eat it.
I've watched Lethal Weapon.
So I thought I'd be fine. After 5 seconds or so, I got a feeling like I needed to swallow, but I couldn't.
Yeah, duh.
I've been there. I should have taken this as a bad sign. 2 to 3 seconds after, I apparently pass out.
Wow.
Now, he did not know this, as him and friends of mine thought I was just messing with them, and he kept the choke for another 3 to 4 seconds until they figured that I was actually out.
Oh,
he slowly lowered me to the ground, and I started to jolt and twitch a lot. He put me on my back out of panic, and all of my friends kind of panicked and froze, so no one really corrected him. I did hit my head apparently on the floor as I was shaking. Jesus. I woke up and saw my visions being really shaky and blurred like a blue tint to it. I could also feel myself shaking uncontrollably and couldn't stop myself.
Wow. This guy got fucked up.
This lasted for a few seconds, but before I eventually came back to consciousness completely. I was extremely confused and asked, what just happened? To a friend that was next to me. After 5 to 10 seconds, read more. After 5 to 10 seconds, I remembered that what we were doing and connected the dots together, LOL. I felt fine for the rest of the day, just jittery. Could be just adrenaline, jittery. Could be something else. I don't know. Learn to tap and to not fuck around with stuff like this. If anyone wants to explain what was happening to me and how bad the situation actually was, please let me know.
Okay. You don't know?
You just explained exactly what happened.
You just said what happened. He choked you the fuck out. He didn't tap.
Top comment is, I believe the best explanation is you fucked around and found out.
Yeah, right. But seriously, dude, that's a terrifying way to learn. Dude, oh my God.
It sounds like
Somebody said, I hope you and your friends don't take an interest in guns. Brain damage, oxygen deprivation to your brain. You should have gone to the hospital, but what's done is done. You're probably like 99% fine, but on some level, you probably got brain damage if you held the choke for a few seconds after you were unconscious. That is not true. If you go unconscious, if I choke you out and I hold it for 3 seconds, you're not getting brain damage.
No.
Okay, if I hold it for 3 minutes, you're gonna be a potato. You
Like, you ain't coming back.
You ain't coming back. No inside heel hook for you, dude.
No, man, you're not.
No. You're the new team manager.
You're not gonna finish class then. There was one comment I can't figure out where, but it's basically saying like, dude, if you were out for 5 minutes, that's like death is imminent. And if you're out for 10 minutes, you're not coming back.
No.
In any case, I got one more for you.
Let's hear it.
This is more of a serious one.
Yeah.
Go to my preps real quick. I was interested in this question because I don't know if I've ever asked you this. What is your reason for doing BJJ? Yesterday, the thought of quitting came into my mind as a newbie who faced discouragement on the mat lately. Excuse me. These thoughts made me have to examine the purpose behind BJJ for me and what it brings to my life. I'm sure my reasons might be different from others, so I'm interested.
Fuck off. Who cares? Shut up. I'm tired of talking about this shit. Nobody gives a dickwad, dude. Just go train.
Just go train.
Get your fucking blue belt. Learn how to do jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, get your blue belt and then quit.
Quit talking about how your journey and how important it is to you, and just fuck off, dude. I'm tired of it. Just shut the fuck up and train. I'm tired of it. Get off Reddit. You're wasting your life on Reddit. You're literally wasting time on Reddit when you could be training.
Yeah.
You're fucking typing paragraphs on Reddit to a bunch of other dickheads that should be training, but instead they're at home typing paragraphs back to you.
If I find out you posted this during a class time, I'm gonna be so upset.
What? It's like the biggest stupid circle jerk in the world, dude.
Yeah, like, what is it exactly?
I can't stop looking at the traffic wreck that it is. I can't stop. It makes me so mad, but I can't stop. Okay, I like being comfortable in uncomfortable positions. I like puzzles too. It's fun to find solutions to things. It's like, dude, all these guys are backhanded complimenting themselves. They're like, everyone is Bruce Lee. Everyone's just, oh, I have an addictive personality. Oh, I love very difficult, complicated things. Oh, my mind just sees in puzzles. Oh, I love chess and I'm just into chess for the body. Oh, it's like, shut up, dude. You're not Jesus Christ. You're doing jiu-jitsu because you're fucking muck like the rest of us, dude. That's you monger fucking idiot. Shut up. Get off of Reddit.
Go to the gym.
Tired of it.
This is the most acceptable one to me.
Yeah.
Just like the regular gym, it's boring. Commute home sucks. It gives me something to do. While traffic dies down. Learn self-defense. He's like, I'm in, I'm out.
I like that. That's honest.
Yeah.
I don't like the gym. It's boring. Commute home sucks. Gives me something to do. Learn some self-defense. Then you find out working at a gym helps reduce chance of injury. Oh, let me see. I was in law enforcement. Okay. I like the challenge. I like these. Let's keep filling. Keep going. Scroll down a little bit. Need to fill the hole that football left. I like that.
I like hugs.
I like all these guys. Everyone looks. Jordy Jitsu said, "I like fighting." Put Skeletor. I like fighting.
I like fighting.
Fighting's fun. What are some other good ones?
Oh boy, camaraderie, so I don't stick a shotgun in my mouth and pull the trigger.
Wow,
again.
dude. Jesus.
Glad you're still here, buddy. Damn.
God.
It's fun. You get to work out while also challenging your brain if you roll with someone who thinks.
Gee. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Fun plus exercise, 5 upvotes.
There you go.
Good call.
Meet new people.
Ox confused, you won.
Yeah, this is all cool.
Meet new people, fun, fitness.
I think I'm just like, okay.
I don't like the circle jerk that's very apparent on jiu-jitsu.
It's so
r/jiu-jitsu, I mean.
These people make threads and it's like they're really just wanting to talk about themselves. Just say like, look, I really want to talk about myself. You know? Then just do that.
Yeah.
But don't make some.
But you'll get fucking like just slaughtered if you just outright make it about yourself. You have to give it enough. I've noticed.
You have to play a game.
You have to play a game. You have to give it enough slough so you got to give enough credit to the Reddit black belts. So they're like, no, everybody be nice to him. He's being very kind to us. He's sucking up appropriately enough.
I don't want to play that game. I just don't want to do it, dude. I can't do it.
There is so much fucking r/jiu-jitsu lip service to black belts.
Oh my God.
From lower guys like me.
Oh, really? That's funny.
It's like
or people just kiss up to
white
them.
belts and blue. I was like, how you don't understand how black belts are so wizardly.
I can feel like you're 73 steps ahead of me.
Dude, if you've been doing something 20 years and you're not shit at it, then
yeah.
What do you expect is going to happen?
Every time I roll with this guy, anything he wants to do to me,
he just
he do that. My professor this, and my professor that, and this other guy, no, he's so good. Oh my God.
It's like, okay, dude, we get it. There's a bunch of talented grapplers. We get it.
Your coach, the dude that owns the gym, is super good.
He's super good. And
Weird.
he's not, unless you're part of a rare few, he's not one of the best in the world either.
Most likely.
Most likely, he's a regular dude. He's just fucking good at jiu-jitsu.
Because he's been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah. You know, it's like, that's awesome. This is how we want it to be.
Yeah, this dude's been an auto tech for 20 years and you don't know how to change a tire. Of course, what he's going to do, what he's doing is going to
murder
to
you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Murder you.
He's going to outwork you. He's going to outpace you, and he knows what he's doing. You don't know what a fucking lug nut is.
I like it. I really love jiu-jitsu.
Me too.
I just think that, and I get the altruism. I really like it. I run a gym because I think it has the power to change people's lives. I really do. It changed my life.
Mine too. In the short amount of time that I've been doing it, mine too.
But if you really feel like it helped you, then the best way to do is just try to give back, not go to Reddit.
Oh, that's what I've been doing. That was my post.
Obviously it's a little bit of a gimmick for me. Like I like to talk shit to the Reddit board,
Yeah, absolutely.
just for fun.
But
at the same time,
to be fair,
it
it's
does
a huge circle jerk.
Yeah, it's sometimes just really gets on my nerves. I don't know any of these people personally. I'm just funning with you, so don't get your feelings all tied up on you if that was your thread. You made fun of my thread.
If we made fun of any of you, come to Nashville.
Should be happy. It's a big
Come
gag.
on. Yeah.
And you know what? It's an honor for Inside BJJ to ridicule you.
That's what it is.
Yeah, actually. Come on now.
It is actually.
It's fun.
And come on and roll with us at 10th Planet.
Yeah.
You'll come and beat me up.
Come train.
You'll probably beat me.
I like training. Training's fun.
Training's great.
So
I'm going to make you quit, though.
Oh, that's a good one.
That was my last Reddit, man.
Oh, that was good, dude.
That's enough of that.
That's nice. Okay, man. I think that's good, dude. Thank you for tonight, dude. I appreciate you,
Absolutely.
Man.
Check out at Inside BJJ on Instagram because he's been posting all kinds of stuff from the trip we just talked about.
Yeah.
All kinds of cool shit.
Do it. Let's go, baby. We're about to blow this up, dude. It's going to be fun.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're going to do it. Going to make a push, dude. Let's go, baby.
Stay tuned for some awesome guests.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's bang it out, dude.